Assalamualaikum to Dr. Engku Azrin and all of you. So today we are going to discuss about forest product that can be commercialized, which is herbs as medicines. So what is herbs? Herbs are plants making a permanent woody stem. Many are flowering garden plant or pot herbs. Herbs also a plant with fragrant or aromatic properties. Herbs can be used to flavor food, included in fragrances, and even part of natural medicines. Next, usage of herbs. As we all know, herbs have been used for thousands of years to add flavor to meals, as medicines, and as preservative. But we're gonna focus on herbs as medicines. Herbal medicines are one type of dietary supplement. They are sold as tablets, capsules, powders, tea extract, and fresh or dried plants. People usually use herbal medicines to improve their health. How much herbs have been used? Herbs are widely used in medicines. It has been commonly used over the years for treatment and prevention of diseases and health promotion, as well as for enhancement of the span and quality of life. Nowadays, there are many health products based on herbs, which leads to high demand of herbs to be used in manufacturing the products or pharmaceuticals. Thus, more and more herbs are needed to fulfill the demand.
Next, we move to herbs as being used in Malaysia. Almost the has been commercial in Malaysia. The first one is Tongkat Ali, and in scientific name is been called Eucoma longifolia. Then followed by Hempedu bumi, called Andrographis paniculata. Then Kachi Fatima Lambesia familia. All these herbs as a benefit in medicine. The first one is Tongkat Ali. Tongkat Ali or long jack is a herbal supplement that comes from the roots of the green shrub tree Tongkat Ali, which is native to Southeast Asia. It being used in traditional medicine in Malaysia, Indonesia, Vietnam, and other Asian countries to treat malaria, infection, fever, smell infinity, and erythritol diffusion. It also increases testosterone level and relieve stress and may improve body composition. Next, we move to Hempedu bumi. Hempedu bumi is commonly found in widely wetland and grassland in Malaysia. Hempedu bumi is normally grown in backyard gardens or in forests for medical purpose. Although this is a very hard plant and can survive and adapt itself in variety of soil condition. Hempedu bumi has been used in traditional medicine as an analgesic, lactive expectorant, digestive, stomachic, and also used for treating diabetes, fever, worm infection, chronic bronchitis, respiratory, colic, dysentery, and skin disease as a burn, wounds, and ulcer. It's also good recommend for treating snake bite and camel disorder. And the last one is Kacip Fatima. Kacip Fatima is herbaceous, sharp with a shaping rhizome. Their leaves are more or less upright dark green with a lighter shade of green its margin. These petioles are relatively short and slightly flattened. The stem erect, dark brown in color, which distinct scars of fallen leaves. The nodes of the stem are capable of rooting and roots can be seen projecting out of the other nodes. Kacip Fatima has been used in traditional to relieve stomach discomfort. It's also has been used for Malay women many generation to generation in childbirth, in inducing an easy delivery as a postpartum meditation to help birth channel to regain body strength, regulate menstrual cycle, and avoid painful alleviative menopause symptoms.
Next, we move on to the problem statement. So, herbs play a vital role in keeping the ecosystem of the forest in place. So the problem is the usage of herbs is increasing day by day. It will impact the forest if things continue as it is. Many herbs are listed as endangered plant species, and action needs to be taken in order to control the overcollection of herbs. So one of the ways to solve this matter is by preserving forests. preserving the plant and impose strict fine toward those who overharvesting the herbs. It is important to teach people not to repeat their mistakes. Next, let's talk about the issue involving herbs. Some rare herb, or even the common one, nearly go extinct. And as we all know, the demand on herb is increasing rapidly, day by day. So I took the pitcher plant as an example in Malaysia. It is listed as one of the endangered plants in Malaysia because of various reasons, and overharvesting is one of them. So, the issue that I want to talk about today is overharvesting. Apart from using it for medical uses, overcollection and poaching is done for the rare plant trade. Furthermore, harvesting of pitcher plants is used for culinary purposes and to meet the demand for exotic plants among the avid gardeners. Next, humans also use it for selling. Instead of using common bamboo or even the banana leaf, a glutinous rice dish is cooked using the cup leaf of the pitcher plant. In Malaysia, it is called lemang periuk kera. Even though human knows that the plant is rare and it is listed as endangered species, they keep on searching it, they keep on using it for personal benefit since the demand on it is large and they can gain a lot of money from it. So as a conclusion, all of these things leads to overharvesting which threaten the species itself.
And now we move on to the endangered species. I choose this endangered species worldwide. Endangered species of herbs can occur when overharvesting is frequently made by humans for their own good. So, these are the three most endangered and commonly used medicine in Western herbalism. The first is American ginger. American ginger is harvested for its roots. It's used to stimulating adaptogen, stimulating digestion and respiratory system. This species takes minimum 5 years to develop and also doesn't produce numerous seeds, which this become the reason why it is on the endangered list. Furthermore, OSHA. OSHA is used for its respiratory effects and stimulating immune system. Also takes several years to establish, full competitor with other plants and hard to cultivate. Last but not least, white sage. White sage commonly used as ceremonial plants that is called smudging. Smudging is a process or ceremonial ritual of cleansing and purification. This plant will become endangered when the poachers will harvest it in huge amount. Other than used for ceremonial ritual, it is also used to digestive and respiratory stagnation. So, how did endangered species affect the ecosystem? The first is medicinal plants act as a source of food and energy, shelter, and medicine for human, even animals. So when the producer is endangered, thus the primary, secondary, and other upper consumer will get the consequences. Based on 2020 State of the World's Plants and Fungus Report, 39.4% of the world's plants threatened with extinctions. As a result, it creates dangerous domino effects, making the ecosystem more vulnerable to climate change, extreme weather, and puts humans' health and entire food chain at risk.
Medicinal plant resources are being harvested in increasing volumes, largely from wild population. Demand for wild resources has been increased by 8 to 15% per year in Europe, North America, and even Asia in these recent decades. Therefore, various set of recommendations of relating to conservation of these plants have been introduced, such as in situ conservation or ex situ conservation. Natural reserves and wild nurseries are examples of in situ conservation to retain medical efficacy of plants in their natural habitat, while botanic gardens and seed banks are examples of ex situ conservation and future replanting. Habitat loss and unchecked commercialization of wild medicinal plants is threatening the future of vital resources, as well as the beauty, diverse, and natural heritage of our planet. As wetlands are destroyed or degraded, we lose unique and precious species with their potential resources to combat hunger, poverty, natural disaster, and both social and economic insecurity. These laws may also take with it important cures for disease that we face now or even many more that may emerge in the future. Unchecked commercialization may render important traditionally used medicinal plants to populations that have relied on them for centuries as well as to the rest of the world. Therefore, it is essential that all parties should play their role in conserving the natural medicine of our earth so that it can be used for the future generation in curing diseases that already exist or soon to exist. That is all from us. Thank you.